Empyre X-Men issue 1 heads 1 year into the past, where Scarlet Witch is told by Doctor Strange what she wants is impossible, telling her that he knows she thinks since she was able to do something so powerful, surely the power to reverse what she did exists as well. But Stephen knows that's unlikely, since her powers over reality make her a touchstone of their reality, and her just existing means the powers cannot be erased. He knows that there is no one ringing the bell that she rung when she erased a million mutants from existence, and erasing herself from her own history is not possible. He offers her some advice, however, saying that she needs to embrace her sin, then ring the bell. Wanda doesn't give up, spending the next 12 months studying everything she can on Genosha and around the world, meeting with magical beings who might be able to aid her until she gathers materials to make a staff, taking it back to Genosha, telling herself and the dead that she can't undo what she has done, but she can ask for forgiveness. However, she doesn't seek that, instead wanting redemption and resurrection. She slams the staff into the island, commanding the dead mutants to live. Wanda is knocked out by the explosion, but soon awoken by someone who causes the Scarlet Witch to scream in horror. In the present, the Cotati invasion fleet land on Genosha, which will be their staging area for their Wakandan invasion. The Cotati general is told the island's temperature and soil are perfect for their army's growth, but the general didn't want to know that, instead wanting to know about what they and the other strike teams that they are with were there for, knowing it has to do with vibranium. The commander learns that his men captured one of the locals, but they have been uncooperative, so he, along with Science Minister Qui, go to see what the captured man has to offer, revealed to be a jawless zombie. The minister thinks that it's some indecipherable dialect that the man is mumbling, but his men simply say his jaw fell off. Reattaching the jaw, the minister demands he tell him about the island, but the zombie says that the plant people are pretty much boned, since this is literally the worst place aliens could have landed, since everyone there is a mutant. The zombie explains what a mutant is, revealed his name was once Explodey Boy, and his power was to blow stuff up, giving them a first-hand demonstration. The explosion rips apart the area, but the general is left standing, allowing him to slash the mutant with his sword. However, being a zombie affords Explodey Boy from being killed. Soon a rumble is heard by the army, and the general asks why the mutant isn't dead, but the zombie says he technically is, since he is undead, the same as everyone else who lives there. The Cotati demand to know what that rumbling sound is, so the mutant says that that's the 16 million other mutants on the island, who rise up from the ground and attack the army. In France, Angel and Penance share some lunch, although Angel finds they got his order wrong, saying how much he prefers Krakoa over everything but shopping. Magic soon comes to ruin their day, saying as security, she says lunchtime is over and it's time to get back to work. Heading back inside X-Corp, Angel goes over the afternoon filled with meetings, but Magic knows that all sucks, thinking Sunspot had it all figured out once he bailed for space. Angel reassures her Roberto did all his paperwork and transferred assets, and it's a professional courtesy that they, as the new owners of X-Corp, need to meet with their partners. Penance wants to abolish meetings altogether and do business like mutants, not humans, but Angel says that mutants love meetings, since the Quiet Council hold them all the time. Their meetings soon get underway, and Penance asks why Magic is actually there, since security is hardly needed for simple meetings, especially since Warren could handle any danger. Magic says that she's actually not there for security, she's there to make sure the mutants don't screw up. Penance thinks that she's spying, but grabbing a donut, Magic says that she's more there for monitoring for redundancy. She reveals Xavier's portfolio has greatly increased recently, and he has asked her to keep an eye on the two mutants. Magic knows that the others are mad, opening a portal so they can all go and see Xavier about it. The mutants cancel all of their meetings, saying that they will send their men an email, and back on Krakoa, Black Tom defends his gates, telling the gathered council members his gates are not sick. He knows something is choking the life out of them, however, as Magic and the others return. Xavier understands what Tom is saying, and they will send someone to Genosha to figure out what is happening to the gate there. Tom doesn't want to lose the professor again, but Xavier excuses himself to talk with Angel, who says he isn't happy about secretly being monitored for redundancies. Warren says that they need X-Corp since it's all they have against some of the world's worst people. He wonders if Charles thinks he wouldn't have taken this seriously, since he's no stranger to the business world and an asset to them. Charles says that he misunderstands, since he doesn't think Warren would misuse any of their vast resources that X-Corp have access to. It's just there to monitor Warren himself. since he simply doesn't have enough good mutants to go around. So he needs to know if X-Corp is worth their time, and if it isn't, Angel is needed elsewhere, which is why redundancy was brought up. Angel asks why Black Tom was upset, meeting with Magic and the others and proposing that he gather a team to investigate Genosha. Magneto says that only a small group can go, not the large strike teams Angel wants. Angel doesn't agree to that, saying there is something waiting for them, but Eric says that Charles has laid down the law and made himself clear, but should it be needed, Eric will enforce that law, so Angel can only take one other person in his team. That one person turns out to be Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man, who along with Angel, Magic and Penance head to the island. Magic comments on how they always seem to be fixing these gates, but Angel says that it's really a garden and they can't just turn it on and leave it, they need to tend to it like a garden. Soon they find the gate but are immediately set upon by plant people. The team note that they aren't actually rushing them but running away from something, so Angel grabs Jamie as the plant people race by, followed up by a group of zombie mutants. The X-Men get ready for a fight, battling both the Cotati and the zombies, which Magic knows, while small, were just the first wave. Angel wants to head back through the gate, talking with Penance about whether this is X-Corp business or not, but Warren says that he is only there on Charles's orders to get the gate running again. Penance isn't too happy Warren just only wants to follow the rules with no sense of innovation. She reveals that she wanted to revive X-Corp and make it different in the way that people like Angel and herself are best at, not to be some random assistant manager. But if he wants to be that, he can be her assistant manager. Multiple Man meanwhile reaches the gate, finding the plant choking the Krakoan vegetation. Magic wants to cut it all off, but Angel says that would be like defusing a bomb, and cutting the wrong vine will kill the entire gate. Jamie knows what to do, multiplying so he can rip up the vines. As he continues to search for the right vine, the zombies soon return, and Angel thinks that they will trample the gate, but Penance knows that they are all Genoshan mutant zombies, meaning that they will go through it and to Krakoa and decimate the island. Angel wants to take them out before that, as Jamie starts the gate back up, only to find some green goo covering his hands. The zombies soon come for the gate, and the gate explodes with green goo, which begins to dissolve all of the zombies as the old ladies of horticulture come through, introducing themselves to the shocked mutants. Empyre X-Men issue 1 continued the mysterious and fantastic plot of Hickman's new direction for the X-Men, while also embroiling them in the current Cotati invasion, wreaking havoc across the Marvel Universe. I very much enjoyed the plot of the 16 million mutant zombies on Genosha being connected up with Scarlet Witch's House of M storyline, and her trying to make amends after all these years for what she did, and how in a way it kind of paid off, since now there is a extra force battling the Cotati, but also they are mindless zombies, which will probably end up being a bit more trouble than they're actually worth. The X-Corp development is kind of surprising to me, since there was a big push for it near the start of Hickman's run, of it getting to be the new way the mutants were going to be running things, with them being sort of a powerhouse in the business industry. So for them to sort of kind of close that up was a bit strange. But then there's also Xavier's line about good mutants being hard to find these days, and it makes me wonder if maybe he's trying to keep those who will follow him without question close, one of them obviously being Angel, since as we've seen, some mutants are beginning to question Xavier's motives and what his plans for mutant kind are. I'm looking forward to the continuation of the Empyre side of things, with horticulture getting involved, which was really fun to see. However, I am greatly excited for what Hickman has in store for the storylines he's been building up throughout his X books. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.